And that bothered me.
Man, that resonates with me so much because my only son was murdered right before I came home, and I lost a lot of loved ones, but I was fortunate enough to see my parents. My mother had got Alzheimer's, and I was so happy. I couldn't believe the day I got to see my parents. And I know your pain. Like, you know, I raised my son on my own, and when his life was took senselessly, you're like, what if I would have just like calmed my ass down and not fought back so hard and got the 30 years for the other stuff and got so maxed out of my sentence? Because what would I have rather done? I'd have rather dug ditches the whole life and stayed home than go out and sell drugs and live. I lived the life of a rock star. I was making millions. And I would have rather been just digging ditches, man. And yeah, I regret it. I know what you mean. It sucks not to see your people. My son was in Vista High School, and his cousin was at Vista High School with him. And one day he rounded the corner and saw kids beating up his cousin. They jumped him. My son intervened, and they just together beat the 4 guys off. 4 years later, after he graduated and moved out on his own, my son went back to his uncle's house. They raised him for me when I was in prison. He went back to exchange gifts on Christmas Eve, and that deranged little kid, one of them that was in the fight, was outside waiting on a gang initiation to kill my son's cousin. My son wasn't even a target, and when he walked outside, they shot him instead. And I was in the isolation. I was in the hole, which is normal for me. I was pretty busy in there. And I had to deal with that in a 9x12 box, and that's not easy. It was the hardest thing that, I can't put his pictures up in the house,